want to cover several things here. First off, if you dream of female horses, are those nightmares? If a guy is sexually attracted to big, busty women, is he broad-minded? Next thing I want to cover, now there's a heavy metal concert is over in Wacken, Germany, called Wacken, but that's been on my bucket list for several years. Ever since I first heard about it, now I saw something on Tagesschau this afternoon first I thought they said it had been rained out, but they showed events and it looked perfectly fine. So I don't know, but yeah, that place has been on my bucket list, and maybe sometime I'll get good at YouTube and I can go over there. I don't think I can actually cover the music itself because it's probably mostly copywritten, but yeah, that's someplace I'd really love to go. It's up on my bucket list. I'm still sane enough to cover a concert like that. But the last thing I consider most interesting, the latest video from Colin Brown, he's investigating the Villisca murder house, but he's basing his current investigation on a book a lady has written that she's comparing the number of events that happened in that house with number of murders that happened throughout the U.S. Very, very similar, quite a few similarities between different murder scenes. How an axe was used to beat people's skulls in, and how a number of bizarre events were very, very similar to a number of events from the late 1800s to about 1914. And but there was a event that happened here in the Phoenix area. I don't think it's related, but I found it very, very interesting. And maybe the guy changes techniques or something, but I'm thinking there's actually something else that happened here. But it's Winnie Wurstad. Now, it's here on YouTube. You can type in a couple books have been written about it, but I'm going to kind of cover it. I've covered it here 2 or 3 times because I find it interesting. But she's dead now. She died back in the 70s. But back in 1930s, Winnie Wurstad showed up. She lived in Phoenix, but she showed up in L.A. with 2 suitcases when there was blood running out of them. When she realized the blood was running out of them, she split. But they were looking for her, and they finally found her. They extradited her to Phoenix. They was going to hang her, but they, finally they said, well, she's not competent to stand trial, so they locked her up in a state mental hospital. But a lot of people believe there's a couple of prominent politicians, a land developer, something that kind of involved with this, that kind of helped her out. That I said, look, if she's interviewed by if they hang her, they're going to interview her before they do. And she's got to spill her beans. She's going to tell what she knows. But if they say, look, if she's been declared mentally insane, nobody's going to believe her. So I think that's what they did. But she spent a number of years in a mental hospital, and she ended up, escaping a bunch of times. But the theory is that they just let her go because she wasn't that crazy. But she was a maid for. She eventually escaped and made her way to California, where she was a maid for this family in California. And a governor pardoned her, and she went back as a maid until she died back. Oh, she died back in the 70s. But the story, she told several different stories that she got was what her and 2 of her friends, 2 of her female friends were they were heavily drunk and they got in a gunfight, and she just happened to be the winner. They were kind of struggling over the possession of this gun, but. The story's out here on YouTube, and it's certainly a very interesting and not well-known part of Arizona history, but one I found interesting ever since I've heard it, and it's been out there for a few years. Here on YouTube, search Winnie Wurstad. I want to go to the Winnie Wurstad house sometime because it is in Phoenix. The house is still there, but as I understand, it's private property, and it's some type of real estate office, and the people that run it really don't want any type of investigation performed from that house, and I guess something that's kind of piqued my curiosity. There's a couple YouTube videos from that house, but they're from a distance because the people that own that place don't want that out there, or they don't want people. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want it. This place is infamous as that. I don't know if I wanted to do. Anyway, Colin Brown, stay spooky, dude. Love your videos. Bye bye.